Hello, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to talk about a thought experiment. I think it's most of all a more or less a funny thought experiment than exactly a hard science, hard proof thought experiment. The thought experiment is about psychic phenomena, the paranormal. Yes. The thought experiment goes as such. I imagine alien beings observing this planet, alien scientists, and they conduct all kind of observations, experiments, and geologists and paleontologists and psychologists and stuff like that. Not abundantly, because on their home planet they have strict regulations. You cannot visit Earth just for recreation. The whole sky is flying is full with flying saucers. Then you know, they're going to be exposed. Now it's just a complot and for you know, so some goofs that believes in UFOs and are a bit ridiculed. But if they would be flying around and to be seen by everyone, then they are being exposed, and they don't want that, because they think it's very important that humanity, that we discover the existence of alien life ourselves. So they have this non-interference policy. Nevertheless, they are observing Earth, and one of the phenomena that they will discover is that when the sun shines on the parts that illuminates half of the planet, that this is the part where people are active and awake and doing all kind of things, and the part where where the sun is not shining, that's the part where people are asleep. And they find sleeping an incredible, strange phenomena, because they don't do that. They investigate human testimonials of this state. There is even something more incredible going on, and that is that people claim to conjuring up entire worlds during this sleep, and we call this dreaming. We conjure up landscapes or houses and people and animals with an incredible consistency and substance. We can touch it. We can sometimes even smell. We can and do incredible things. And they have they don't dream. They don't sleep, and they certainly don't dream. They say, no, that's not possible. You cannot conjure up such world with such consistency. They themselves are terribly good painters. If they see an apple, they can paint an apple so much better than the average human does. And they say, oh, how is that possible? You can conjure up entire worlds with an incredible consistency, and they can barely paint. That's not possible. So they reject the existence of dreams completely. It's not possible. We don't dream. It's not possible. And it's certainly mainstream science. Mainstream alien scientists say dreams, they cannot exist. It's impossible. However, since we are humans, we know that we do dream. We don't put the fact that we dream under discussion. We never did. Even our mainstream science also never put it on a discussion. And in the whole history of science, no one has ever said, hey, wait a minute, do dreams exist? No one has ever said that. No one has ever thought, hey, let's put that on a discussion. Let's see if this is true. Everybody simply assumes that we do dream. This is a bias. We are incredibly biased on the matter, on dreaming. This same bias does not occur when we talk about psychic or paranormal phenomena. Obviously, this is met with much more skepticism than the dream, because when we think about psychic phenomena, we are kind of the aliens. We are the aliens. We are the ones that say, oh, this is out of our scope. Because we ourselves, we don't see ghosts, we don't we don't talk to that people, we don't see, we are not in touch with these energies, and so it is met with great skepticism. And this is, of course, has to do something with being biased. I mean, there's a bias because we ourselves, especially mainstream science, well, no, including mainstream science, are not experiencing these paranormal abilities, certainly not frequently, and this makes us biased. Yes, so we are completely opposed to this phenomena. Psychic phenomena. So, and that is in itself very interesting to think of it like that, because most of us don't have that, and scientists therefore also don't have that. It is rejected. It is rejected simply and solely based on that. And that's in itself very, very interesting to contemplate that. And that is actually the thought experiment. Is the question whether or not that is solely based on that, if that is justified? There is something to be said for it to justify that, because so simply because like those aliens have reasons to reject the possibility of dreams. There's simply no evidence to support it. However, if you treat it as if it exists, you do come with the discovery of rapid eye movement and maybe some whole other stuff. Dream analysis, we do that even in psychology. They have used dream analysis, and which is quite interesting stuff. So if you acknowledge its existence, it does produce certain results, right? So and that is in itself also very interesting. So if you would well, first of all, it's very interesting to consider in what degree it is true to acknowledge that you're biased when it comes to paranormal and psychic phenomena. If this is because this hypothesis, this thought experiment, still assumes, for the sake of argument, that psychic phenomena do exist. That a lot of scientists, especially the good ones, that's what they're going to say. But yet at the same time, it does not explain the bias. Yes, not entirely, not completely. There's something wrong. So, and I'm not saying this as. Yeah, I think this is a very interesting thought experiment, and this is to me exposes to a good degree where the problem is in investigating and the paranormal and psychic phenomena. So and that's about it. It's just a little thought experiment, and the conclusions and etc. is not obvious, but the thought experiment in itself is pretty interesting, and I think it's good. It's good to at least try to go along with it, and what it means and what the implications actually are. Is pretty good to contemplate. So anyway, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.